Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. There's a growing buzz surrounding the Chicago Bears ever since whispers about Jaylen Carter's arrival began circulating, and fans cannot stop speculating about the seismic shift he might bring to the defensive line. Sources close to the team suggest that his presence is already altering the dynamics of practices, with veterans reportedly adjusting their routines to match his intensity while younger players observe and learn from his every movement. Rumors indicate that coaching staff are crafting entirely new schemes to maximize Carter's unique blend of strength, speed, and football IQ, aiming to transform the Bears' defensive front into one of the most formidable in the league. Analysts have been dissecting every interview, social media post, and training snippet, searching for hints about how this talent might integrate into existing rotations and influence matchups. Even the casual fan is captivated, speculating endlessly about the potential synergy between Carter and other defensive standouts, imagining a front line that could dominate both in pass rush and run defense. Conversations in insider circles suggest that his arrival could inspire other players to elevate their games, creating a ripple effect that reshapes the locker room atmosphere, where intensity and focus have never been higher, fueling excitement about what could be a historic transformation. Whispers from inside the Bears organization indicate that Carter's impact is not just physical, but cultural, bringing a fresh mindset that encourages accountability, precision, and relentless effort. Sources say he commands attention in practice without saying much, leading by example, and forcing both rookies and seasoned veterans to step up. The coaching staff reportedly sees him as a linchpin around which they can build innovative defensive strategies, experimenting with new formations and rotations to capitalize on his disruptive presence. Social media speculation has exploded as fans analyze practice footage, debating how his strengths might complement other defensive weapons while creating mismatches that opponents will struggle to counter. Analysts have pointed out that when a player of his caliber arrives, it often triggers subtle but profound changes throughout the team, from altered training routines to adjusted communication on the field. Rumors also suggest that Carter's work ethic is contagious, with insiders claiming that his teammates are embracing more intense conditioning and tactical preparation to match his level. The combination of talent, leadership, and presence appears to be creating a defensive line that is not only stronger physically, but smarter strategically, giving the Bears a newfound aura of intimidation in every encounter. There are ongoing discussions about how Carter might influence the trajectory of younger defensive linemen, with whispers that coaches are leveraging his mentorship to accelerate the development of emerging talent. Sources indicate that rookies are learning not just technical skills, but also mental toughness, film study habits, and situational awareness from observing Carter up close. Analysts speculate that the ripple effects of his influence could be felt across the defense, as more players embrace accountability, communication, and discipline in ways that subtly but meaningfully enhance overall cohesion. Fans are already theorizing about how his presence could redefine the team's identity, imagining a Bears defense that combines raw athleticism with calculated strategy and relentless pursuit of dominance. Conversation suggests that Carter's arrival has injected an energy into the locker room that is equal parts intensity and inspiration, motivating everyone to elevate their games. Coaches are reportedly thrilled with the possibilities, as they now have the flexibility to experiment with lineups and rotations that were previously considered risky, knowing that Carter's skill set offers a rare combination of power, agility, and football intelligence. The anticipation around these potential transformations has created a buzz that extends far beyond the team itself, igniting speculation and excitement among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. Rumors also point to strategic adjustments being quietly implemented to highlight Carter's strengths while maximizing team impact. Sources suggest that coaches are experimenting with stunts, gap shooting techniques, and specialized pass rush schemes designed to create chaos for opposing quarterbacks and offensive lines. Fans have been poring over every video clip, trying to predict how his movements and tendencies might be integrated into game plans and defensive rotations. Analysts have noted that when a player of his caliber joins a unit, the downstream effects often include improved performance for teammates who feed off the energy, intelligence, and relentless effort he brings. Conversations among insiders hint that Carter is expected to be the centerpiece of a multidimensional approach, forcing opponents to adjust and react constantly, potentially exposing weaknesses elsewhere on the field. Social media speculation has reached a fever pitch, as followers theorize how the Bears' defensive identity might evolve, blending raw physicality with strategic sophistication, anchored by a player whose mere presence seems to raise the bar for everyone around him. Rumors suggest that if these adjustments are implemented successfully, the Bears could experience a defensive renaissance unlike anything fans have seen in years. The hype surrounding Carter extends beyond the locker room, as insiders indicate that his signing is sending ripples through the league, affecting how opponents plan for matchups. Analysts suggest that offensive coordinators will have to account for his disruptive tendencies in every formation, potentially changing play calling, blocking schemes, and even roster decisions. Fans are buzzing with speculation, debating how other teams might try to neutralize his influence, while imagining a Bears defense capable of dictating the tempo and flow of games with newfound aggression. Reports suggest that Carter's influence may also extend to team culture, instilling a mentality of preparation, toughness, and accountability that resonates across all positional groups. Observers note that when a transformative talent arrives, subtle but meaningful shifts often occur in communication, leadership, and focus, creating a collective elevation of performance. Rumors hint that Carter has already made an impression on veteran players, inspiring renewed intensity and focus, and that younger teammates are adapting quickly to new expectations. This convergence of talent, leadership, and culture has sparked a narrative of change and excitement, suggesting that the Bears' defensive line may be on the verge of becoming one of the most feared units in the league. Finally, speculation has intensified regarding how Carter's arrival could affect the broader strategic approach of the team. Sources indicate that coaches are weighing options for more aggressive rotations, unexpected stunts, and flexible assignments that could capitalize on his unique skill set. Fans are dissecting every practice clip, interview, and hint, trying to anticipate how his presence might shift dynamics both on and off the field. Analysts predict that even subtle changes inspired by Carter could have cascading effects, influencing how the team approaches every matchup and challenging opponents to adapt in real time. Rumors suggest that his work ethic, leadership, and presence are redefining standard for the entire defensive roster, creating a culture of excellence and accountability. Conversations among insiders emphasize the excitement and anticipation generated by these quiet but potentially transformative developments, highlighting how a single addition can influence not only performance but morale, focus, and strategic depth. The buzz surrounding the Bears has reached unprecedented levels, fueled by whispers, speculation, and the promise of a defensive line revolution led by a player whose reputation alone commands attention. Insiders continue to speculate about how Carter's presence will ripple across the league, affecting matchups, preparations, and opponent strategies. Sources hint that teams facing the Bears may have to rethink their offensive schemes, balancing protection with timing adjustments and quick decision-making to counteract his disruptive tendencies. Fans are endlessly analyzing training footage, social media hints, and interviews, crafting theories about how his arrival might create mismatches or new dynamics on the field. Analysts suggest that Carter's influence goes beyond individual performance, creating a defensive ecosystem where communication, rotation, and positioning are enhanced by the intelligence and versatility he brings. Conversations among insiders indicate that this effect could translate into more cohesive defensive units, capable of adapting mid-play and exerting consistent pressure. Rumors have fueled a narrative of anticipation, with observers imagining a Bears defense that not only intimidates, but dominates through strategy, preparation, and relentless energy. Carter's integration is viewed as a catalyst, and his teammates appear to be responding by raising their own level of performance in subtle yet impactful ways, heightening expectations among fans and pundits alike. There's growing chatter that Carter is influencing practice dynamics in profound ways, with sources noting that intensity has reached unprecedented levels. Veterans reportedly find themselves challenged to maintain pace, while rookies benefit from observing his discipline, focus, and preparation. Analysts speculate that these changes could result in both immediate and long-term improvements in defensive efficiency, as players internalize lessons from his approach and elevate their own games. Fans have taken to forums and social media, discussing how his leadership and presence might translate to in-game dominance, hypothesizing about situations where his awareness, strength, and versatility create opportunities that were previously unavailable. Rumors suggest that the coaching staff is carefully designing drills, rotations, and matchups to maximize his impact while fostering growth among the entire defensive roster. Conversations among insiders emphasize that the combination of skill, intensity, and football IQ creates a multiplier effect, where one transformative player inspires heightened performance and cohesion from teammates. Observers speculate that this cultural shift could redefine the Bears' defensive identity, making it more adaptive, aggressive, and unpredictable, ultimately shaping how the team is perceived across the league. Whispers suggest that strategic experimentation is accelerating, with coaches rumored to be testing innovative alignments, blitz packages, and gap assignments specifically designed to exploit Carter's strengths. Analysts have noted that his ability to collapse the pocket and disrupt both run and pass plays forces opposing coordinators into reactive adjustments, which can create advantages for teammates across the field. Fans are dissecting every snippet of practice, evaluating how rotations, positioning, and player interactions might be influenced by his presence. Insiders report that the team is gradually integrating these changes, monitoring the results closely while maintaining flexibility to adjust strategies on the fly. Speculation also hints that the ripple effect extends to team mentality, as Carter's leadership encourages resilience, focus, and accountability, qualities that elevate the group beyond individual contributions. Analysts predict that if these rumored strategic evolutions continue, the Bears' defense could emerge as a dominant, adaptive, and fearsome unit capable of challenging even the most well-prepared offenses. The combination of raw talent, calculated experimentation, and cultural influence paints a picture of transformation that has fans buzzing with anticipation and excitement. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Rumors persist that Carter's influence extends to locker room dynamics, with insiders noting a heightened emphasis on collaboration, communication, and mentorship. Sources suggest that veteran players are stepping up to reinforce these values, while rookies absorb lessons in technique, positioning, and mental toughness. Analysts speculate that such shifts in team culture often translate into tangible improvements on the field, where cohesion, timing, and discipline can create decisive advantages. Fans continue to theorize about how this cultural evolution might shape game outcomes, imagining a unit where every player operates with enhanced awareness and synergy, responding fluidly to each scenario. Conversations among insiders emphasize that Carter's presence is acting as a catalyst for a broader transformation, fostering accountability and raising expectations for every member of the defensive roster. Observers predict that if these cultural changes solidify, the Bears could experience a sustained period of defensive excellence, fueled by a combination of talent, discipline, and strategic sophistication. The buzz continues, with speculation blending seamlessly with anticipation for a defense that could redefine the team's identity. Insiders also hint at potential roster implications, suggesting that Carter's arrival may influence future acquisitions, rotations, and player development priorities. Analysts note that when a game-changing talent joins a team, executives often adjust strategies for scouting, contracts, and depth chart management to optimize alignment with a new centerpiece. Fans have speculated endlessly about potential draft targets, trades, or development opportunities that might complement Carter's skill set, imagining how these moves could create a cohesive, dominant unit. Rumors suggest that coaches are already envisioning multiple schemes that maximize his strengths while preparing teammates for diverse matchups. Observers believe that such careful planning could produce a defense that is versatile, adaptive, and consistently challenging for opponents. Conversations within insider circles emphasize that Carter's influence extends beyond immediate performance, shaping culture, strategy, and long-term planning in ways that reinforce the Bears' ambitions. Analysts speculate that if these rumored adjustments come to fruition, the team could maintain a high level of competitiveness and cohesion over multiple seasons. Finally, speculation has reached a fever pitch about the broader impact of Carter's presence on league-wide perception. Sources suggest that opponents are already recalibrating their game plans in anticipation, while analysts predict that his influence may extend into training, preparation, and situational awareness across multiple teams. Fans are captivated by every hint, tweet, and interview, attempting to decode the potential ripple effects that could define the season. Rumors emphasize that Carter's combination of skill, leadership, and work ethic could create a multiplier effect, raising the level of performance across the defensive line and inspiring excellence throughout the roster. Conversations among insiders highlight that the full impact may not be immediately visible, but could manifest in subtle, game-changing moments that cumulatively transform the team's trajectory. Analysts and observers alike agree that his arrival is more than just a roster addition. It is a cultural, strategic, and motivational shift with the potential to elevate the Bears into a defensive force that commands respect, attention, and fear across the league. The buzz surrounding his presence continues to grow, fueling endless speculation, anticipation, and excitement among fans, insiders, and analysts alike. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.